Hey everyone, it's Agnach here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm bringing my Sccwl video for the month of November at Aussie Alliance, and also on a separate note, I just wanted to show that I'm finally maxed again, so it's very nice to see all the walls of one color. So at Aussie Alliance we had a good Sccwl in Champs 2 this month, trying to promote to Champs 1, and we made it. Came first with 306 stars. We had a pretty good week and only had one loss on our sixth war. It was also one of the best Sccwls I've had in months, with 6 triples out of 7, but the whole team did a great job and we got our promotion. In this video I'll show all of my triples, and I used the witch super spam, the one with the super giant. So let's go to the first war. So on the first war we were going against this Asian clan, and we had 3 triples. They only had 1 and they had a 1-star as well. So this was my 3 stars, so I used 5 zaps and the earthquake to get rid of the expo, bomb tower and scatter. Do the same thing on the other side for the expo, the bomb tower and the scatter, creating a nice funnel on both sides. Then put a few giants with the witches on either side just to create a bit of a funnel, and then I send a whole line of giants and witches with the wall breaker going directly into the tank hole. In this one the tank hole was in the center, which is good for when you're going with the wall breaker, as usually when I'm doing this attack the tank hole is on one side. I usually like coming opposite from the tank hole, and that's something that you don't really want to do much in Sccwl, as it can cause 1-stars and the embarrassment. So yeah, my RC gets rid of the enemy RC. The Infernal Dragon from the CC goes down. We still have some witches, and now everything is walking around. We've got that super giant opening the walls, and now the only thing that might get my queen and my warden is that single inferno, but we still have that queen ability, use it, and everything goes down. And this is a nice triple to start the Sccwl week. So then we've got war 2, which was Noi Dragon Milan. When this one we went with 7 triples, they only had 3, and this is what I attacked. I found that these style of box bases are very good against this attack. This attack is very good against these bases, so we're zapping the scatter, the expo and the bomb tower as well on this one. And with the earthquakes I'm just damaging a little bit the eagle, and I put the giants and the witches. So usually on this type of base in Legend League I will come in from around 4 o'clock all the way directly through the eagle to the Mock Inferno compartment into the tank hole. But this time around I decided to come from the side, as it was a little bit easier for my record to get all the way to the tank hole and at least get that 2-star save. I used my freeze for the tank hole just to make sure that my troops that have reached the tank hole don't die too quickly. And my RC was going around, gets rid of the last single inferno, and we still have plenty of witches. We still have our queen with the ability, the king is still alive, the warden is still alive, and yeah, this is another nice triple. So for the third war we were going against another Asian clan. We ended up getting 6 triples, but we also had that 1-star that we managed to win this war as well. So I zapped the scatter bomb tower and damaged that archer tower. All of this was just to create paths. Then the other scatter shot at 9 o'clock, get rid of the expo and the cannon as well. And then I decided to come in from the 6 to 3 o'clock side. This was mainly because there were more walls as well that my record could break through there to get into the tank hole, as well as going first in against the expos and the enemy RC and the enemy king. So I usually prefer going in on the area with the most damage first, where I have all of my troops, and then that way, even if I don't have many troops left, if the back end is not as powerful as where I came in, I still have enough troops to be able to get rid of the rest of the defenses. So over here the P.E.K.K.A opens the middle, and my queen gets rid of the enemy queen. We still have 2 single infernos, but the skulls up on the wall. The first single inferno goes down. We still have the queen ability. There's a Tesla farm, but we still have the ice golem with a few super giants and a lot of witches and a lot of skeletons. So they're coming in, and now the queen is walking around, decides not to go into the single inferno compartment. But we still have a trillion skellies with a few witches left. The single inferno goes down and the whiz tower goes down, and this is the other triple. Now on the 4th wall, we ended up going against Dream Hunter. On this one we ended up getting 10 triples, and they only had 1 triple. So on this one I also had a really good value for my earthquake. I only needed 1, and I didn't really need a freeze, so I decided to bring a jump just to help my troops move around the base, and you'll see it in a second. So with the lightning spells and with the earthquakes, I got rid of the eagle, the 2 scouters, and 2 other buildings, so a lot of value there. Now I'm coming in from 12 to 3, going all the way in. The wall wrecker going inside and getting rid of the enemy RC and the first multi-inferno, going all the way inside to the tank hall. And as you can see, I'm going to be putting my jump there just to make sure that my troops keep walking around the base in an anti-clockwise formation, and at least with this jump they can reach the queen and the multi-inferno very quickly. Now multi-infernos are worse for the witches than the single inferno, so that's why I wanted to get there as soon as I could. Now my queen gets targeted by the single inferno, but it doesn't matter. I still had her ability, so I was able to use it. Single inferno goes down, the ice golem dies, and yeah, we still have the RC just getting rid of some of the funnel defenses. The tornado trap goes off now, but it really doesn't matter. We still have a trillion army of skellies with a few heroes left, and this was the triple on the 4th wall. The 5th wall, we went again against another Asian clan, and on this one we ended up having 5 triples, and we almost lost this wall because we had a person not show up, but thankfully we ended up winning, and thanks to winning and getting that extra 10 stars we managed to get to champs 1. But as you can see, this base had a lot of value for the saps, getting rid of 3 expos, 2 scatters, and as you can see here, I could have gotten rid of the 4th expo as well, but I decided to get rid of the bomb tower on the left just to create a bit more pathing, as I wanted my troops to come in and go in an anti-clockwise formation around the base. The wall record was going to open that compartment, which was going to allow my witches and my queen to get rid of the eagle. They all decided to walk. Now they go back, they get rid of the eagle, and they just keep walking around in. As I said, in an anti-clockwise formation, we had a few witches that stayed at around 10 o'clock, and they managed to get rid of that single inferno there. So the troops are still walking around. We still have the queen ability. The RC gets rid of the last single inferno, and everything is reachable by the queen from the outside. So this is gonna be a nice triple as well. Still 3 giants, a few witches, the queen, the P.E.K.K.A, the wooden, and still the ice golem there alive. Now on the 6th wall, this one we ended up losing. On this one also I didn't go with a witch army, I went with a Yeti smash attack, and my warden decided to do something stupid, and I ended up getting a 68% 2-star, which was my only fail of the week, but there were still some really nice triples, but we ended up losing the war. For War 7 we went against Romania, and we ended up having 6 triples against their 4 triples. We still had 1-star, but we still managed to win this war, giving us a victory and making us go to champs 1. So use the sap and the lightning to get rid of 2 expos and the scatter, and on the other scatter there's also an expo for value, so I get rid of that. Now that multi-inferno at 6, I decided to put 4 super giants just to tank that multi-inferno, and then I was going to send my RC for the multi-inferno, and the rest of my troops from 7 to 9 with the wall rocket going inside. I used the vulnerability nice and early because of the single inferno catching on my Rekka, but it still managed to die. My ice golem freezes some of the troops, but they'll still go in. The super giants ended up breaking the center compartment, and to be honest, here I got really lucky that the queen ended up going back to the town hall. If the queen hadn't gone back to the town hall, this would have been a 1-star for sure. But on this occasion, thankfully the gods of luck did look happy with me, and they allowed me to get this triple. So we still have the king, we still have the P.E.K.K.A, we have a couple of witches, but this one did get a little bit too close. I think the P.E.K.K.A is still full life. No, he's almost dead. But there's an opening on the wall, the Agnach goes down, and then the cannon goes down, and this went from possibly being a 1-star to being a triple. Well, those were all my triples. I will be bringing Resistance main team Sccwl in the next few days, where they had some amazing triples as well with Hybrid and Dragbat, and also with Zaplalo, pretty amazing attacks. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.